Good morning, Avids, and welcome to this week's edition of Sounds of the 60s. That's to be my final show, but more about that in a moment, after we've heard from Johnny Preston with his follow-up to his number one hit, Running Bear. This one was pipped at the post for the top spot by Cathy's Clown by the Everly Brothers, so it was number 2 for Johnny in 1960 with Cradle of Love.
Well, rock-a-bye, baby, in the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. So rock-a-bye, baby, in the treetop. When the wind blows. Well, Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack jumped over the candlestick. He jumped so high up above, he landed in the cradle of love. Well, rock-a-bye, baby, in the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. So rock-a-bye, baby, in the treetop. When the wind blows. Diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon, and on her way down she met a turtle dove, said, let's go rockin' in the cradle of love. Well, rock-a-bye, baby, in the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. So rock-a-bye, baby, in the treetop. When the wind blows. Jack and Jill went up the hill to get a pail of water. Jack fell for Jill, gave her a shove. They fell into the cradle of love. Well, rock-a-bye, baby, in the treetop. When the wind blows, when the wind blows.
Johnny Preston's second hit in the UK, Cradle of Love. Here's a duo called Sundragon, who were Robert Freeman and Anthony James, whose first 2 records were covers of Lemon Piper's originals, the second one being Blueberry Blue.
Just for you. It's very special and only accepts what is true. In that world of love and the things, you'll find baby blue angels playing musical songs.
Sundragon from 1968 with Blueberry Blue. Now, as I mentioned at the start of the programme, this is my final Sounds of the 60s, and I thought it'd be a good idea to look back on some of the features and tracks that I've played over the years, together with quite a few of my original links. One such feature was a weekly selection of BBC sessions that I'd introduced in the past, like this one from an edition to Top Gear prior to John Peel quite rightly taking over the show. Here's an extract from one of my earlier editions.
And this is Brian Matthew feeling the odd man out among all these groups, but not to worry, here's a great new team to set the scene. Launched by the Beatles, they're called Grapefruit.
Do you ever wake up at night and wonder who you are? If you've been left, if you've been right, or did you go too far?
Grapefruit, recorded for Top Gear on January the 15th, 1968, for broadcast 6 days later. The Beatles' protégés were backed by the Bill Shepherd Orchestra and performed 3 George Alexander compositions, including that one, Breaking Up a Dream, which never saw a commercial release. And next, one of Phil the Collector's famous outtakes. This is a song by Boyce and Hart for the Monkees, proposed as a single for them in 1967, but boss Don Kirshner decided not to release it, and it was shelved. A year later, when they were looking for a new single, it was decided time to release this song, Valerie. But for legal reasons, which I don't understand, I must say, they couldn't put out the original recording and had to go back into the studio and re-record it. Many believed that the original version was superior, and here it is. Monkees' original 1967 recording of Valerie, which the remake in 68 entered the UK Top 20 and was a US number 3. Over the years, I must have played hundreds of requests, and thinking about the most in-demand artists, the list must include Dusty Springfield, Billy Fury, and Elvis Presley, all of which will be coming up later in the programme. But one singer who probably gets the biggest mailbag is the late, great Roy Orbison.
Just running scared. Each place we go, so afraid that he might show. Yeah, running scared. What would I do if he came back and wanted you? Just running scared, feeling low, running scared. You love him so, just running scared, afraid to lose. If he came back, which one would you choose? Then all at once he was standing there, so sure of himself, his head in the air. My heart was breaking. Which one would it be? He turned around and walked away with
An American number 1 and a UK number 9 in 1961 for Roy Orbison. And so we arrive at Melanie's 1969 recording of her song Beautiful People, taken from her album Affectionately Melanie.
Beautiful people, you live in the same world as I do, but somehow I never noticed you before today. I'm ashamed to say, beautiful people, we share the same back door and it isn't right. We never met before, but then we may never meet again. If I weren't afraid you'd laugh at me, I would run and take all of your hands and I gather everyone together for a day. And when we gathered our best bottoms out and say, beautiful people, then you'll never be alone. There'll always be someone with the same button on as you. Include him in everything you do. Beautiful people, you ride the same subway as I do every morning. That's gotta tell you something. So much in common. I go the same direction that you do. So if you take care of me, maybe I'll take care of you. Beautiful people, you look like friends of mine, and it's about time that someone said it here and now. I make a vow that sometime, somehow, same button on as you. Include him in everything you do. He may be sitting right next to you. He may be a beautiful people too.
That 1969 recording by Melanie brings us to one of the many foreign language versions of hits that the collector dug up from the vaults, and a bit of the history of the Supremes and the Holland Dozier and Holland song, Where Did Our Love Go?, that they first played to the Marvelettes, but it was turned down. It was then offered to the Supremes, but Diana Ross wasn't keen to accept another group's reject. However, the other girls persuaded her otherwise, and the result was their first American #1, as well as their first hit in the UK, reaching #3. And that's not all. The Supremes also recorded the song in German as Baby, Baby, Wo ist unsere Liebe?
Baby, 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 komm wieder. Baby, komm. Verlass mich nie. Sie war ein Wunder, Baby, Baby, unsere Liebe. Aber nun willst du von mir gehen. Wir gingen Hand in Hand. Baby, baby, du wolltest mein Traum. Muss das vorbei sein? Baby, bitte, Baby, komm. Baby, baby, nun warte ich am Fenster. Baby, seh mich nach dir. Geh nicht fort. Baby, baby, oh Baby, bleibe bei mir. Baby, 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 wo ist unsere Liebe? Baby, komm. Baby, baby, verlass mich nie. Baby, baby, baby. Baby, baby, wo ist unsere Liebe? Eltern, ich warte. Baby, vom großen Glück. Baby, baby, du wolltest immer bei mir bleiben. Nun willst du gehen. Bleibe bei mir. Baby, baby, bitte tu mir nicht weh. Doch du bist vorbei. Baby, du bist anders. Ich gab dir alles. Nun lässt du mich allein. Baby, 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 komm wieder. Baby, komm.
The German version of the Supremes' 1964 hit, Where Did Our Love Go? Now, in 2015, I was invited to select my all-time top 10 favourite records of the 60s in celebration of 25 years as host of Sounds of the 60s. So today, I thought I'd play those tracks once again, with the first three coming up right now. So in no particular order, the dazzling performances of Every Time We Say Goodbye by Sammy Davis Jr. in 1967, who I first introduced on Saturday Club during his first visit here, then a top 10 hit by the magnificent Dusty Springfield from 1966, All I See Is You, and finally a Rolling Stones UK and US #1 from 1969, Honky Tonk Women.
say goodbye, I die a little every time we say goodbye. I wonder why a little, why the gods above me, who must be in the know, think so little of me, they'd allow you to go. When you're near, there's such an air of spring about it. I can hear a lark somewhere begin to sing about it. There's no love song finer, but how strange the change from major to minor every time we say goodbye. Above me, who must be in the know, think so little of me, they'd allow you to go. When you're near, there's such an air of spring about it. I can hear a lark somewhere begin to sing about it. There's no love song finer, but how strange the change from major to minor every time we say goodbye. Every time we say goodbye.
I tried so hard all summer through not to think too much of you, but the more I try, the more I find I just can't leave the past behind. Times that are happy are times that are few, and once I was happy when I had you. The days have come and gone since you were here. Nights are twice as long without you near. Pictures on my mind stare clear. No matter where I am or what I do, my darling, all I see is you. You're there in every dream I ever dreamed. There at every place I've ever been. Every day I find you're in my heart and on my mind. I close my eyes, but I'm not blind. I see you still. And when I throw my arms out wide, I find that you're not by my side. But one thing is for sure, until I do, all I see is you. Every day I find you're in my heart and on my mind. I close my eyes, but I'm not blind. I see you still. Oh, I won't live again till I'm with you. Oh, darling, I won't love again unless it's with you. So until the day when you are back with me to stay, in every way, all I see is you.
I met a gents of ballroom queen in Memphis. She tried to take me upstairs for a ride. She had to pee me right across her shoulder. 'Cause I just can't seem to drink you off my mind.
Another classic feature of Sounds of the 60s has been Loose Connections. It was first introduced in January 2012 and was planned to run for around 3 months, but proved so popular with all you Abids, who provided me with a constant supply of material, that the feature continued to run until this day. Here is how I introduced the very first set of connections.
Now, we shall continue to include our 3 in a row feature for your requests on side 2 of the show, but the collector's dreamed up an angle for a new feature on side 1, and he calls this Loose Connections. And we shall play 3 unrelated tracks by artists who do nevertheless have something else in common. See if you know or can guess what it is. And after the 3 tracks, I shall reveal all. Here we go then, and our first selection is Respect by Aretha Franklin, then Ride On Baby by Chris Farlow, and finally Here Comes That Feeling by Brenda Lee.
Feel it inside. Now, right on, baby, right on, baby, right on, baby, right on, baby. I could pick your face out in an FBI file. You may look pretty, but I can't say the same to your mind. Walk up to me, yes you did now. Try and look so shy. The red round your eyes shows that you ain't a child. So get out, right on, baby, right on, baby, right on, baby, right on, baby. When I see your face in a trashy magazine, you know where you're going, but I don't like the places you've been. still cry. Right on, baby. Right on, baby. Right on, baby. Right on, baby. By the time you're 30, you look 65. You won't look 30, and your friends, they're gonna kiss you goodbye. Yeah, right on, baby. Right, right. By the time you're 30, you're gonna look 60, 85. You won't look 30, and your friends, they're gonna kiss you goodbye.
Here comes that feeling again, and it ain't right. That lonely feeling that came to me last night. It hurts to see you in the arms of my friend. Here comes that lonely, lonely feeling again. I saw you last night in the driving way downtown. Locked in her arms, you didn't know I'd be around. Alone in my room, I remember where you've been. Here comes that lonely, lonely feeling again. I gotta get rid of this lonely feeling, that makes me feel the way I do when a day is done. Someday you're gonna know what it means to be lonesome. You're gonna want me back while I'm out having fun. Here comes that feeling again, and it ain't right. That lonely feeling that came to me last night. It hurts to see you in the arms of my friend. Here comes that lonely, lonely feeling again. I'm so lonely. I feel that feeling, and it's a hurt.
Okay, how did you make out? The loose connection is that those three artists, Aretha Franklin, Chris Barlow and Brenda Lee, all had top 40 hits in the 60s with different songs with the common title Think. In a moment we'll continue with a 1965 top 10 hit by Gene Pitney.
Now, all the music you love on Radio 2 and across the BBC is in one place. Whether you're into soul, country or folk, the BBC Music app is bursting with Radio 2 playlists full of your favourite tracks.
Welcome to Radio 2's Funky Soul.
And welcome to Radio 2's Jazz Playlist.
Welcome along to Radio 2's Country Playlist.
There are also playlists to match your mood. Woo! Whether it's a Wednesday workout, a Sunday evening relax, or that Friday night feeling any time of the week, the BBC Music app has got you sorted. If you want to find out more about the BBC Music app, including how you can download it, go to the Radio 2 website.
In the eyes of the world, I'm a loser just wasting my time. I can't make a dime. In the eyes of the world, being born was my first big mistake. I can't get a break. But in the eyes of my woman, I stand like a hero, a giant, a man who's as tall as can be. Any fool can see that she's looking through the eyes of love, looking through the eyes of love, looking through the eyes of love when she looks at me. In the eyes of the crowd, I'm a do-nothing kind of a guy who dance of the crowd. I'm another Joe on the street. Can't get on my feet, but in the eyes of my woman they're wrong. I'm a king and a lover, as strong and as brave as can be. Any fool can see that she's looking through the eyes of love, looking through the eyes of love, looking through the eyes of love when she looks at me. She's making me believe someday I'm gonna find a way to be the man that she can see when she looks at me. Looking through the eyes of love, looking through the eyes of love, looking through the eyes.
Gene Pitney's 8th UK Top 40 hit, written by Barry Mann and Cynthia Weil, making the charts in 1965, the same year he recorded 2 successful albums with George Jones. And so to another song from my top 10 favourite tracks that I selected for my 25th anniversary show back in 2015. And this was the UK debut success by the Lovin' Spoonful, who reached number 2 here, as they had in America, with Daydream, written by their founder John Sebastian. In the States, it was the third in a run of 7 consecutive top 10 hits for the group, all written by John alone or in partnership with Steve Boone. This was taken from an album on which it had been the title track.
What a day for a daydream. What a day for a daydreaming boy. And I'm lost in a daydream, dreaming about my bundle of joy. And even if time ain't really on my side, it's one of those days for taking a walk outside. I'm blowing the day to take a walk in the sun and follow my face on somebody's new mode lawn. I've been having a sweet dream. I've been dreaming since I woke up today. It's starring me in my sweet dream, 'cause she's the one makes me feel this way. And even if time is passing me by a lot, I couldn't care less about the dues you say I got. Tomorrow I'll pay the dues for dropping my load, a pie in the face for being a sleepy bulldog. And you can be sure that if you're feeling right, a daydream will last long into the night. Tomorrow at breakfast you may pick up your ears, or you may be daydreaming for 1,000 years. What a day for a daydream, custom made for a daydreaming boy. And I'm lost in a daydream, dreaming about my bundle of joy.
The Lovin' Spoonful from 1966, and we turn now to another of Sound of the 60s favourites that I've played many times over the years, an American top 40 hit from 1968 by Al Wilson. This is The Snake.
One beside the lake. A tender-hearted woman saw a poor half-frozen snake. His pretty colored skin had been all frosted with the dew. Oh, well, she cried, I'll take you in and I'll take care of you. Take me in, oh tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, tender woman. Sighed the snake. Now she wrapped him up all cozy in a coverture of silk, and then laid him by the fireside with some honey and some milk. Now she hurried home from her work that night as soon as she arrived. Now she found that pretty snake she'd taken in had been revived. Take me in, oh tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, tender woman. Sighed the snake. Now she clutched him to her bosom. You're so beautiful, she cried. But if I hadn't have brought you in, by now you might have died. Now she stroked his pretty skin again and then kissed and held him tight. But instead of saying thanks, that snake gave her a vicious bite. Take me in, oh tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, tender woman. Sighed the snake. Now I saved you, cried that woman, and you bit me even a while. And you know your bite is poisonous, and now I'm gonna die. Ah, shut up, silly woman, said that reptile with a grin. Now you knew darn well I was a snake before you brought me in. Please take me in, oh tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, tender woman. Sighed the snake. Sighed the snake.
A 1968 classic from Al Wilson, bringing us to a British trumpet player and band leader that I had the good fortune to regard as a friend and associate for several years, the late Kenny Ball. I first met him as one of 5 trumpet players in a band created by Eric Delaney. Then one day Kenny walked into my office and announced that he was forming his own group of jazzmen at the very time I was putting together a show called Easy Beat. So I booked Kenny on the spot and we recorded the show for many months in the London Playhouse Theatre. The Ball Band came up with a string of hits, and in 1963 he became the first British jazzman to become an honorary citizen of New Orleans. The previous year he'd been in our top 10 with his instrumental arrangement of the Rodgers and Hammerstein song The March of the Siamese Children from The King and I. This is BBC Radio 2, online, on digital radio, and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 9 o'clock. This is Catherine Cracknell. That's the BBC News at 3 minutes past 9. Our next at 10.
And this is Brian Matthew with side 2 of Sounds of the 60s, that we're beginning with the first Cat Stevens hit to make our top 10 from 1967. This is Matthew and Son.
For Matthew and Son, he won't wait. Watch them run down the platform 1 and the 8:30 train to Matthew and Son. Matthew and Son, the work's never done, there's always something new. The palms in your hand, you take them to bed, you're never ever through. They've been working all day, all day, all day. There's a 5-minute break, and that's all you take for a cup of cold coffee and a piece of cake. Matthew and Son, the work's never done, there's always something new. In your hand, you take them to bed, you're never ever through. And they've been working all day, all day, all day. He's got people who've been working for 50 years. No one asks for more money, cause nobody cares, even though they're pretty low and their rent's in arrears. Matthew and Son, Matthew and Son, Matthew and Son, Matthew and Son. And they've been working all day, all day, all day.
Cat Stevens with a song that I once used as my signature tune for a programme I presented with my son Christopher on the BBC Light programme. Just to remind you that this is my last Sounds of the 60s, I'm looking back on some of the features that I've included over my time with the programme, and right now it's another track from the collection of BBC sessions, and I'm going to hand over to my good self to introduce the item from way back in the mid-60s.
And it's a real rouser to wind it all up. The searchers say, everybody clap your hands.
Everybody come and clap your hands. Don't you know when you dance, you gotta smile, you can cry. Try it a while, you'll be surprised. Baby, it's a rock and roll music. I said, can't you hear that music? Well, alright, well, alright, well, alright, well, alright, well, alright now. Yeah, try the monkey, it's something new. But I don't care what you do, long as you dance, move your feet. Forgetting the trance, feeling the beat.
From that 60s BBC session by the Searchers to another of our many features that I've had the pleasure of presenting, and this time it's I Write the Songs, and a composition by Birmingham-born Raymond Froggatt. We're going to hear his own original recording from 1968 of Calo La Vita, later also recorded by the Dave Clark Five as the Red Balloon, that reached number 7 in our charts. Froggatt's own band was first known as the Buccaneers, which was then changed to Monopoly, signed in 1964 to Polydor, but success as an act eluded them, although Raymond went on in 1969 to write Cliff Richard's top 10 hit, Big Ship. Though when Froggy played his own song for producer Terry Kennedy, he recognised a potential hit when he heard one. Terry asked what Cala La Vita meant, to which Raymond immediately replied, "How warm is life?"
In and out of the red balloon, marry the farmer's daughter. Sleepy heads in the afternoon, Calola, Calola Vita. In and out of the red balloon, marry the farmer's daughter. Sleepy heads in the afternoon, Calola, Calola Vita. And the old man passed me by, and he didn't hear me cry, and I never knew his name, and he never came again. And the sun was coming out, and the kids began to shout, and the dogs began to bark in the lovely Paris park. In and out of the red balloon, marry the farmer's daughter. Sleepy heads in the afternoon, Calola, Calola Vita. Calola Vita, Calola Vita, Calola Vita, Calola Vita. Bonjour madame, bonjour monsieur, je vous vois dans le parc, m'anima à tous les yeux. Il vit longtemps aujourd'hui et les fleurs sont si belles. J'espère qu'elle ne pleure pas et vous avez toujours l'amour. In and out of the red balloon, marry the farmer's daughter. Sleepy heads in the afternoon, Calola, Calola Vita. Calola Vita, Calola Vita, Calola Vita, Calola Vita, Calola Vita, Calola Vita, Calola.
Raymond Froggatt, and as mentioned was made of the Dave Clark Five in connection with a version of that song under a different title. Let's move on now to another of their releases that provided them with their only chart topper. Lead singer Mike Smith had been searching through his own record collection when he came across a song called Glad All Over by Carl Perkins, and stopping only long enough to borrow the title, he used it for a new song that gave the Dave Clark Five their only UK number 1.
Dave Clark 5 from 1963, and we follow that with one of the longest-running features from Sounds of the 60s, the A to Z of the Beatles, a collection of all my interviews for every track ever recorded by the Beatles in the 60s. Here's just one of them from another of my programmes, Pop Profile.
From London, this is Pop Profile. Presenting Brian Matthew talking to a top personality from the world of popular music.
And today I'm hoping to bring you the profile of a Beatle. Well, in order to do that, I've come along to the Beatles' own office in the very heart of London's West End. And with me is George Harrison.
Of a tree, your troubles, baby, dreamer, dream of me. There's a river where the robin song wakes a bright new morning, where we can roll along. There may be blue skies up above, but as long as we're in love, there will be a lazy river. How happy we could be up a lazy river with me. From the halfway mark, yeah, up a lazy river, where that robin song awakes the bright new morning. We can roll along. There are blue skies up above, and as long as we're in love, we'll be up a lazy river, up a crazy lazy river, up a lazy river. I ain't going your way. Get out of my way. Up a lazy river with me.
And if one day I should become a singer with a Spanish bum who sings for women of great virtue, I'd sing to them with a guitar I borrowed from a coffee bar. Well, what you don't know doesn't hurt you. My name would be Antonio, and all my bridges I would burn. And when I gave them some they'd know, I'd expect something in return. I'd have to get drunk every night and talk about virility with some old grandmama who might be decked out like a Christmas tree. And though pink elephants I'd see, though I'd be drunk as I could be, still I would sing my song to me about the time they called me Shacky. If I could be for only an hour, if I could be for an hour every day, if I could be for just one little hour, a cute in a stupid ass way. And if I joined the social world, became procurer of young girls, then I would have my own bordellos. My record would be number one, and I'd sell records by the ton, all sung by many other fellows. My name would then be Handsome Jack, and I'd sell boats of opium, whiskey that came from Twickenham, authentic queers and phony virgins. If I had banks on every finger in every country, and all the countries ruled by me, I'd still know where I'd want to be. Locked up inside my opium den, surrounded by some Chinamen, I'd sing the song that I sang then about the time they called me Shacky. If I could be for only an hour, if I could be for an hour every day, if I could be for just one little hour, a cute in a stupid ass way. Now tell me, wouldn't it be nice that if one day in paradise I'd sing for all the ladies up there? and they would sing along with me. We'd be so happy there to be, 'cause down below is really nowhere. And if my name were Juniper, then I would know where I was going, and then I would become all-knowing. My beard so very long and flowing. If I became deaf, dumb, and blind because I pitied all mankind and broke my heart to make things right, I'd know that every single night, when my angelic work was through, the angels and the devil too would sing my childhood song to me about the time they called me Shaggy. If I could be for only an hour, if I could be for an hour every day, if I could be for just one little hour, a cute in a stupid ass way.
We turn to another feature that began in 2010 and ran for almost 2 years that we called The Chronicles, in which we looked at events and music from this week in history during the 60s. This edition was broadcast on the 26th of February 2011.
1960 brought royal news when Buckingham Palace announced the engagement of Princess Margaret to Anthony Armstrong-Jones on February the 26th. Their marriage the following May was the first televised royal wedding. On television, Tony Hancock began a new series of Hancock's Half Hour. The Cold was the first episode on March the 4th. A new Sobel TV set back then would have set you back 57 guineas, for black and white only, of course, which was why many people opted for rental. On the light programme, there was a fine lineup of talent and Parade of the Pops from the Royal Albert Hall: Johnny Dankworth, Craig Douglas, Acker Bilk, and the Raindrops. On March the 1st, 1961, Elvis Presley signed with Hal Wallis for a 5-year movie deal. In 1964, on February the 27th, Cilla Black had her first UK #1 with Anyone Who Had a Heart. It remained at the top of the hit parade for 3 weeks. The royal family was making the news again, with the announcement that the Queen's cousin, Princess Alexandra of Kent, had given birth to a son. James Robert Bruce Ogilvy was believed to have been the first ever royal to be born on February the 29th. In 1965, on the 26th of February, Jimmy Page released his only solo single, a song called She Just Satisfied, and Keep Moving was on the B-side. In 1966, Chancellor of the Exchequer James Callaghan confirmed in his little budget that the UK would change over to decimal currency. We finally went decimal 5 years later in 1971. On the 1st of March 1966, Gene Clark officially announced that he was leaving the Byrds, due, somewhat ironically, to his fear of flying. On the 27th of February 1967, Pink Floyd went into Sound Techniques recording studio and made their first single, Arnold Lane.
Arnold Lane had a strange hobby, collecting clothes, moonshine, washing lime. They suit him fine. On the wall hung a tall mirror, distorted view, see through baby blue. He's got it all on lane. It's not the same. Takes two to know. a nasty sort of person. They gave him time, doors bang, chain gang. He hated Arnold Lane. It's not the same. Takes two to know, two to know, two to know. Why can't you see? Arnold Lane, Arnold Lane, Arnold Lane, Arnold Lane, don't do it again.
In 1969, on March the 1st, 18-year-old Princess Anne undertook her first solo public engagement when she presented leeks to the officers of the Welsh Guards at Pirbright on St David's Day. What they did with them is not reported. The following day, Concorde made its first supersonic test flight in Toulouse in France. The Anglo-French plane was in the air for just 27 minutes and reached a height of 10,000 feet. The BBC's Mann was there to report on it.
This is Reg Turnell in Toulouse, and right in front of me, Concorde is winding up her engines at the start of the runway, a magnificent sight with her beaky nose drooped, all ready to go. We've had a long 6-hour wait, and now you can hear her engines winding up to a 60-ton roar. He's taken off the brakes now. Concorde has started her run. She's gathering speed at 9 knots a second.
Reg Turnhill was the BBC's aviation and space correspondent. I don't think we have one of those these days. The maiden flight of the British version of the plane, piloted by Brian Trubshaw, took place a month later at Filton near Bristol. Raymond Baxter covered that for BBC television. Finally, we go back a year to the American Hot 100 for this week in 1968, when Paul Mauriat and his orchestra were enjoying their third of a 5-week run at the top of the charts with Love is Blue.
Paul Mauriat and his orchestra with their version of L'amour est bleu, or as they called it, Love is Blue. And after another spot of Radio 2 promotion, we'll hear a 1964 UK number 3 by Manfred Mann.
Johnny Walker celebrates seminal recordings from the biggest stars. And in the next programme, 2 of the most stylish albums from the 80s.
I'm sorry I've left my cards at home.
That's 3 times on the run. If you're late again, the supervisor said we're going to put you on daily sign.
Our next long players are ABC's Lexicon of Love and Frankie Goes to Hollywood's Welcome to the Pleasure Dome.
Johnny Walker's long players,
celebrating the greatest music ever heard at 33 1/3 RPM. Monday night from 10 on BBC Radio 2.
Sounds of the 60s. 88 to 91 FM. BBC Radio 2.
Tonight, I want to hold you tight and make sure that you're mine. There is a rumor going round the town that you have put me down. So please wipe off this frown and make sure that you're mine. You said our love was strong and that you'd love me long, but your two-faced friends all say you're out planning to run away. Well, if I find out this is true, I don't want to be with you. So you see why I have to make sure that you're mine. You said our love was strong and that you'd love me long, but your two-faced friends all say you're out planning to run away.
America, Manfred Mann found themselves competing with the original version of Sha-La-La by the Shirelles, whose single only managed to scrape into the lower end of their charts at number 69, unusual for the US, where this British cover climbed all the way to number 12. And so to my final three tracks that I chose from my anniversary edition of Sounds of the 60s, that kicks off with, from 1967, that promised second Beatles track, She's Leaving Home, from the Sgt. Pepper album. Then the Everly Brothers' 1961 UK number 1, Walk Right Back. And finally, my absolute Elvis Presley favourite, his 1969 UK number 2, In the Game. Last Night Was Made for Love became his 9th UK Top 20 hit, and although Fury had launched his career as a rock and roll singer, by this time he concentrated more on performing the big ballads.
Last night a million stars smiled down on me. Soft breezes kissed my cheek so tenderly. One magic night when dreams came true. Last night was made for love.
1962 top 5 hit by Billy Fury brings me to the end of my reign as presenter of Sounds of the 60s, and I must say I've enjoyed every minute of my 27 years in this chair, and I'm saddened to leave. But I'll be back on Radio 2 in the near future with something new, so keep your eyes open for further information. Sound of the 60s was produced by Tom DeCrow and Phil the Collector Swern as a unique production for Radio 2. And this is your old mate Brian Matthews saying, that's your lot for this week. See you again soon. This is BBC Radio 2, online, on digital radio, and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 10 o'clock. This is Catherine.